You're watching the best. Fox 10 News at 10.
Well, now at 10, the race is on to be the next sheriff of Maricopa County, and a few candidates decided to change from Republican to Democrat so they could be eligible. Marissa Sarbeck joins us live with the details. Marissa.
Brian, Paul Penzone stepped down from the position earlier this month, and there will be an election for it later this year. But in the meantime, the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors needs to find an interim sheriff. Now, the law in Arizona states that that person who is appointed to the position in the interim needs to be from the same political party as the person who stepped down.
Sheriff Paul Penzone was a Democrat, so Maricopa County Board of Supervisors is required to appoint another Democrat to fulfill the remainder of the term.
The deadline to apply to the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors for the position of interim sheriff was Friday. Supervisor Steve Gallardo says at least 7 candidates applied, but 3 who have been lifelong Republicans just switched to the Democratic Party. Former Apache Junction Commander Jeffrey Kirkham, former MCSO Deputy Chief Kenneth Booker, and current MCSO Chief Deputy Russ Skinner, who has been running the department since Penzone's tenure ended earlier this month.
We have never done this before. This has never happened where we have candidates switching parties just months before the appointment. They knew the vacancy was coming. So all of a sudden they're switching parties to say, hey, I'm a Democrat, I want to be considered. Doesn't play well with me.
The move isn't illegal. It's a loophole. The supervisor says there is nothing stopping the candidates from getting appointed as a Democrat and then switching back to the Republican Party to run for the open position in the November election. While the appointment ultimately comes from the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, Gallardo is pushing for a citizen review board to determine whether these applicants should be eligible.
We did it with the county attorney's office, a very important position. We should do it with the sheriff's office as well, particularly the fact that we are still under a court order with Melendrez to engage the community, to get feedback. We have a CAB, it's called CAB, the Citizens Advisory Board, that is required by the court order.
Fox 10 did reach out to the applicants we mentioned for interviews. We are waiting to hear back. Reporting live tonight in downtown Phoenix, Marissa Sarbeck for Fox 10 News.
While this campaign has ended, the mission continues. Down here in Florida, we will continue to show the country how to lead.
Ron DeSantis drops out of the race for president today, 2 days before the New Hampshire primary, and he's endorsing Donald Trump, not Nikki Haley. The New Hampshire primary allows independents to vote, and something the Haley campaign hopes will work to her advantage. She spent nearly $30 million on TV ads there, more than double Donald Trump. Back in the Valley, a man is dead after being shot by police in Gilbert today. It happened this afternoon near Greenfield and Knox Roads. Police received calls about an armed man in the area and found a 40-year-old getting out of his car with a handgun and rifle and wearing a ballistic vest. Gilbert police say he approached them and ignored commands. It's unclear if the suspect fired, but he was shot and killed.
This is an isolated incident. The officers are canvassing the area right now. There is no other injuries, and it is still an active investigation.
It's unknown where the man is from or the reason he was armed. A mother is dead and her young daughter is hurt after a wrong-way crash in Apache Junction. It happened last night near Mountain View Road. DPS says the first calls came in around 9:30. Drivers reporting an erratic driver in a blue pickup. And within a few minutes, reports that he was going the wrong way on the US 60, first in the westbound lanes, then in the eastbound lanes, and soon after crashed head-on into a small SUV. A woman and her daughter were taken to the hospital. The mother did not survive. The wrong-way driver went to the hospital as well in serious condition, and DPS says impairment appears to be a factor. Arizona ski resorts loving this winter weather. Check out the snowfall falling on Snow Bowl near Flagstaff and also Sunrise Park near Greer. Both should see significant snowfall over the week. And Crystal will take a look at the second round of rain in the valley in a couple of minutes.
3, 2, 1.
And the ribbon is cut. It's now official. The Royale is open in the historic Melrose district of Phoenix near 7th Avenue in Glen Rosa. Mayor Kate Gallego and Congressman Greg Stanton were on hand, and entertainer Barbara Seville emceed the event. That place includes a new restaurant called Yum Bar, along with a florist, hair salon, ice cream shop and photography studio. Up next, a group of gals in Chandler is helping the homeless, one stitch at a time. Plus, calling all tulip lovers, where you can take in this display of the world's largest flower festival, but don't forget your passport.
And we are